In a city where time was worshipped and revered, there lived a master clockmaker named Elias. His craftsmanship was unmatched, and he created the finest timepieces that ever graced the city. But what most people didn't know was that Elias was no ordinary clockmaker. He had a secret. He had learned to manipulate time itself. Years ago, during an experimental attempt to fix a broken pocket watch, Elias discovered a hidden mechanism within timepieces, a mechanism that allowed him to control the flow of time. At first, he used his newfound ability to help others. He could slow time to save lives, or speed it up to heal injuries. But as his power grew, so did his obsession. Elias wanted to master time completely, to hold it in his hands and shape it to his will. One fateful night, as he worked tirelessly on his greatest invention, the Chronos Clock, a clock capable of bending time on a massive scale, Elias made a grave mistake. In his pursuit of perfection, he overstepped the boundaries of time and inadvertently triggered a curse. The moment he activated the Chronos Clock, the fabric of time began to unravel. The city was thrown into chaos. Time moved erratically. Some moments lasted centuries, while others passed in an instant. People were caught in loops, repeating the same moments over and over, while others aged a lifetime in a single day. Elias, realizing the catastrophe he had caused, knew that he alone held the key to restoring balance, but he had to undo the curse he had created. Determined to fix his mistake, Elias set out on a journey to find the source of the time distortion. Along the way, he encountered strange beings. A Timelord who could navigate the twisted currents of time, a Chronomancer who used magic to manipulate time, and a Timekeeper who guarded the secrets of the ancient clocks. Each of them held a fragment of the knowledge Elias needed, but they also warned him that tampering with time was not without consequences. As Elias ventured deeper into the heart of the time distortion, he began to notice something strange. The closer he got to the source, the more he felt the weight of time pressing on him. It was as if time itself was trying to trap him, to keep him from undoing the curse. He began to lose track of days, weeks, and months, as if they were slipping through his fingers like sand. But despite the mounting pressure, Elias refused to give up. He could hear the ticking of the Chronos clock in his mind, urging him onward. Finally, Elias arrived at the heart of the time distortion, where he discovered the true nature of the curse. It wasn't the Chronos clock that had caused the unraveling. It was the clockmaker himself. His desire to control time had broken the natural flow, and now the clockwork of the universe was in disarray. Elias realized that to restore balance, he would have to sacrifice his ability to control time forever. With great reluctance, Elias dismantled the Chronos clock and returned the pieces to their rightful place in the universe. As he did, time began to flow normally again. The distortions ceased, and the people who had been trapped in loops were freed. The city slowly returned to its natural rhythm, but Elias had paid a heavy price. He no longer had the power to manipulate time. He was, once again, a mere mortal. Though the curse was lifted, Elias understood that time was something that could never be controlled. It was a force far greater than any one person, and in his quest to master it, he had nearly destroyed everything. As the sun rose over the city, Elias returned to his workshop, his hands trembling as he worked on his next timepiece. A simple, honest creation, free from the temptation of controlling time. And so, the tale of the clockmaker's curse lived on, a reminder to all that some things are beyond control, and that time, in its infinite wisdom, must be allowed to flow naturally.